Hello everybody, and welcome to The Last Story. So, this is the next playthrough. Although, saying playthrough, it's going to be something close to a walkthrough. Because I am going to be showing off pretty much all of the side quests and all of the chests and most of the chests and so on, but we will see. We'll just get started and go from there, really. Now, I have wanted to do this game for a long time, pretty much kind of since I got it, but I've been too busy with other things, but now I think it's finally time to come around to doing the last story, and I'm so glad.
Bastards! Dagran, move it! Over here!
And so, here we go, we are finally in the game already. I mean, it's just not that long and then we're already moving, it's great. So, to prepare, I should probably begin by explaining a little bit about the last story whilst the game shows you the tutorial. So if you don't know how to play the last story, this is how you play it. It's got all the tutorials you'll ever gonna need. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. So the last story is an RPG, quite clearly. It was developed by Mistwalker and AQ Interactive. And it was published by Nintendo in Japan and Europe and so on.
Just do your job.
But it was published by XGames in North America following the Operation Rainfall that took place. Because essentially what happened was that there was this game, Xenoblade Chronicles, and Pandora's Tower, and all of them were released in Japan, and they were kind of their big swan song RPGs to send the Wii off in style, and Nintendo didn't seem to be bringing them to the West, so there was loads of petitions and so on and so forth, and then it turned out that they were bringing it to Europe. It's got fully British voice acting, which I'm very pleased with. It's really nice to have British voice actors in video games, because you really don't hear enough of them. Anyway, it was directed by Hironobu Sakaguchi. You should recognise that name, because he is the guy who made Final Fantasy. He's the original guy behind Final Fantasy, so you should recognise him.
Bring it on.
The game was produced by Yutaka Takehisa, Hitoshi Yamagami, and Takao Nakano. The artist was Kimihiko Fujisaka, and the story is written by Masaru Hatano, Takatoshi Aoki, Hironobu Sakaguchi, and the music was composed by the amazing Nobuo Uematsu. So, quite a good kind of name attached to this game. It was released on January 27th, 2011 in Japan, February 23rd to 24th, 2012 in Australia and Europe, and then finally on August the 14th, 2012 in America. So, it took a while to get this game out in the West, but it finally came. And even though you can certainly see elements of Final Fantasy here, the much more action-heavy element is much more apparent.
Syrenne, watch your back.
So you are kind of in the game rather than having the whole turn-based thing. Also, I love how it just throws us right into the game. not really given much time to see stuff, but we're right in there.
Yeah. Let's go and find them.
So now we are finally in control of our main character for the game, Zael.
What do we do? I don't think they've noticed us yet.
Zael's got some more techniques than other people in the fact that he's got a crossbow. So you can seek things and cause things to explode.
I see. I'll give it a shot.
You see, worked perfectly. Didn't really need to do anything.
Zael, it's the Reptids' horn. Dagran and Syrenne have messed up.
Yurick, let's go. No one's dying while I'm here.
Wait!
Today I'll rescue you, Dagran.
I'm pretty sure those two can look after themselves.
They're my friends. I can't just sit here.
I'm not really into that kind of thing.
Now, one thing that happens a lot in this game is that the characters talk to each other, so
They're close. I can hear them.
I've tried to get as many
Zael,
of the
stop.
conversations
Don't get
as I
carried
can and not cut them off, but sometimes you can't quite help it. Either way.
That's a lot of Reptids.
Indeed it is. We'll sort them out, don't you worry.
Yurick,
Now, this is a
destroy that
very
brick.
good tactic. I mean,
I don't know. It looks pretty tough.
Yurick!
you
Fine.
might,
Don't
well,
blame me
you
if
are
it's
able to
wrong.
defeat them normally, but I don't know why you would want to. Just get it done easier and then you're sorted. Really?
Very nice, boys. Zael, Yurick, good job.
We like to use our brains sometimes. Not like Syrenne here.
You eye patch wearing creep. Save it for later.
So, we only have 4 of our heroes at the minute, but we will pick up the others as we move further on, as is typical of RPGs. Although, what's atypical is the fact that you already have your team from the beginning, it's just that they don't
Really?
quite turn up. That thing is
Zael,
ugly.
Syrenne, protect Yurick as he's casting.
Okay, understood.
I'm counting on both of you.
Or we could just let the Reptids take him off our hands.
Now, I can't say that the camera is brilliant in this game, but thankfully you can just quickly center it with the Z button. So, Z, however you want to pronounce
Looks like
it,
the
that
coast is
button.
clear.
Right. Is everyone okay? Yeah.
I think I'm okay. Yes, it wasn't that bad. And now we're getting a bit of backstory as to why they are here.
Looks like we have a new client.
Woo! All right. Just as we're about to run out of money, too.
Thanks to someone getting hammered all the time.
Shut it! I risked my life out there. Let me drink in peace.
So, may I ask who our next client is?
It's Count Arganan.
Wow. The ruler of Lazulis Island. That's quite a result.
There's a huge cannon on that island. But all that magic is dangerous. It draws all kinds of monsters to the area.
And we have to clean up, right?
You have a problem with that?
As long as I get paid, I ain't complaining.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, I reckon it's time to celebrate. Barman! Hit us with the best you've got!
So already you should be able to see that one of the brilliant things about the last story is its sense of character. But these characters are really well put together and they grow brilliantly. And they don't quite fit into...
Take a good look.
I mean,
Some of them
they
can
do
use
fit
magic.
into archetypes, but it's
Zael, go and
much
flank them
less
from the
certain
right.
than that.
At your
They
signal,
feel
we'll
like
charge from the front.
Got it.
they feel like real
We'll
people.
finish this before they know
If
what's hit
that
them.
makes sense. the characters feel kind of very
Healer and
realistic
the
in the way they
sentinel cause
react,
some grief.
I guess.
I want this fast and clean.
I mean, I might be kind
I'll
of
flank them from the right.
overdoing that point, but you'll understand what I mean. Basically, the characters are very important, and they grow, and it's really nice to see. Anyway, I should probably detail the story, which is described in the instruction booklet to
Now!
throw you into what's going on, essentially. Sparks flew. The shrill shriek of metal on metal echoed as blades clashed. The explosive sound of arcane arts resonated as destruction rained down. It was a battlefield. A group of mercenaries were fighting some reptids, a warlike species of grotesque appearance. They screeched to one another in a bizarre tongue, and continued to attack without mercy. But mercenaries would not be outdone so easily. They fought back against the Reptids with coordinated attacks of steel and magic, each taking advantage of their unique skills. After a brute battle, the mercenaries cautiously advanced to a stone bridge which spanned a deep chasm.
Who makes something so dangerous? It's totally irresponsible.
I'd say it definitely looks
Mate.
man-made.
Just stop there. That may or may not be slight spoilers if you don't know the game. So, we will, we are about to,
Dagran, I'm hungry.
come across,
Let's try to be professionals, okay?
said chasm.
What? If I'm hungry, then I'm hungry. If I get killed because I'm too hungry and weak to fight, then don't blame me.
I have to
If
agree
you've
on
got
that
the energy
front.
to whine like that, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Whoa, way to be harsh, Yurick. Nice long winding corridor, eh? Always
luck?
helpful.
I can see light.
Hey, try giving it a little tap.
A bit more than a little tap, but
This just never
that's fine by
ends.
me.
Where are we?
Some kind of ruins.
It's cold, it's
interesting.
weird, and it stinks. I don't like it.
Gosh, Syrenne, just chill, girl. It'll be fine. Now, I will get into the voice actors and so on soon, but I feel we should
Yurick,
get
let's
out
opt for
of
an
chapter
alternate
1
route.
first, because
Hey,
we have a lot of
shouldn't we
plot
stick together?
going on
No.
here.
It's easier to scout with fewer people. Zael, Syrenne, you two rest while you can. I'm sure there's more trouble waiting for us.
Zael, keep your pants on. You better get some rest while you can.
I can't help it if I'm worried.
Dagran can look after himself. Or are you getting all scared because he's not here to protect you?
What? No! I'm a grown man, Syrenne.
Oh, a grown man, are we? How big and macho. Well, I guess you have grown up a bit. But you're still just a kid to me and Dagran.
Now, if you wanted to finish that quicker, you could have just walked up to Syrenne, but I wanted to hear the
What was
entire
that?
conversation.
It's just the wind. Don't be such a chicken.
Think it's more than just the wind, Duck. Definitely more than just the wind.
Today is not my day.
Yeah, definitely
You're
not.
this big, manly man. Dagran never told us about these things.
I can hold them! Wait, is this a secret plan?
Zael, in here, now. You can buy some time. What the hell are you doing? Move this way.
Yes, Syrenne, we're moving as fast as we can. We've got evil skeletons trying to kill us.
I said move! Not much further. Keep it up. I'll hold them up here. You search for another
Yeah,
way
you
out.
better bloody hold it off here.
I'll hold them up here. You search for another way out.
Yeah, trying to search for a way out. It's not going phenomenally well.
Damn. A dead end.
Looks like this is it.
Syrenne!
Oh, dear. Well, that got pretty dark pretty quickly.
Syrenne!
Poor Syrenne.
Mummy. Zael, run.
They used Mummy.
On your way. Zael.
Love it when games are like that.
Mum.
Endlessly
Syrenne.
frustrates me when video game
I don't wanna
characters
be
just like,
alone anymore.
oh, Mom, it's Mum.
I'm sick of it.
Especially when it's
Sick of all the pain.
kind of characters that are meant to be set in Britain. It's just like, come off it.
Hear my voice, yes.
What is this? Who is it? Who's there?
Your heart is like mine. Filled with loneliness and sorrow.
Who are you?
If you wish to protect those who are precious to you, then pray for it with all your heart and soul.
And now we have the main interesting ability of the last story, which makes it very unique, and that's the Gathering. Essentially what it does is when you activate it, all enemies then target you. So it's a tactical maneuver that you can use. Also, it means that you can revive your allies just by touching them,
What does it mean?
Zael.
which is very helpful. During each battle, you have each character has 5 lives. If they lose all 5 lives, then they are incapable of battle until the battle is over.
These things don't stay down.
So, obviously, if you lose Zael, it's game over. So just watch out for that one.
What just happened?
What? There was a way out. Zael, you useless idiot.
Well, I'm sorry, Syrenne. It was locked. Locked by the curse, if you remember. You see, I'm not being crazy. It is you who is the crazy one.
Ugh, What a pain in the arse. Is this really the right way?
The air's damp and the atmosphere stinks.
So, Arganan knew about this place when he...
When he what, Dagran?
Forget it. Pointless rambling.
Oh, really now? Dagran, I don't believe you. Oh, look! Bridge! So yes, that instruction manual story bit is wee bit spoilerific, if I may.
Wow, take a look at that.
What is it?
It's like falling flower petals.
Yeah.
Zael, in front, enemies!
Typical.
More bony freaks.
Look, over there too.
They've surrounded us. Are they intelligent?
Well, there must be someone
Don't try to defeat
intelligent.
them. Just knock them into the valley.
So, I will continue with the story for a little while that we can do.
I need you to distract them.
So, after a brutal battle, the mercenaries cautiously advanced to an ancient stone bridge which spanned a deep chasm. Suddenly, a strong wind blew through the cavern. Strange flecks of light began to dance and swirl in the currents of the air. It's beautiful. However, those flecks of light were the remains of a world that was slowly dying. As the land lost its vigour, it had begun to calcify and crumble away. No one understood why this was happening. But as long as nature died along with the land, the prospects for humanity looked bleak. There is more, but we will continue with this
They're sniping us.
story kind of a bit later on.
Zael,
Once again,
I'm
spoilers!
at the waiting still. If you need my help, let me know.
Well, it would help if you just kind of, you know, cast your magic. There's not really a whole lot I can do.
You're going down, you bony freak.
Just stay dead already.
Let's deal with the remaining ones.
Now, what we have right here on the ground right now is a summon circle, which is very, very helpful. Essentially what it does is it summons more enemies, and you defeat them to gain experience points. For a little while, you'll get more experience points than normal. However, after a certain point, they will not give you as many. So generally, if you want a guide as to what level you should be for things, use the use the summon circles to find out, as that should give you a hint as to roughly where you need to be thinking of being. Now, I will be using summon circles throughout the game. I won't be using them kind of relentlessly, as I could be doing, to over-level. But I will be using them frequently to get to the levels that I need to be. If they take a little bit longer than I would like, then I will cut them out. But you'll know where the summon circles are, mostly. I really do like the whole idea of summon circles. I mean, generally they're placed just before you reach a boss. So they allow you to level up quickly, to get to the level where you should be, and it's not that tedious. Because one of the things that frustrates me endlessly in RPGs sometimes is that you reach a boss where you need to be at a higher level, and leveling up is difficult. So it's just like,
This gets better by
what
the
am I
minute.
supposed to do? I've just got to grind. Whereas here it's a much faster process, so it's a lot better to play through. I'm not liking this very ominous room. Something's coming, clearly.
And there it is. Good grief.
No way! We can't win against that thing! Yurick!
Zael!
Now, despite what Yurick said, it is possible to win against this guy. It just takes forever. Because he has a lot of health, essentially. And it's ridiculous. And the reason for this is that you are not meant to beat the cocoon right now.
It's worth a shot. Yurick.
Essentially what you need to do is get Yurick to attack it, and then whilst it is stunned by Yurick's magic, get in some hits. And then after a while, your real escape will be revealed.
This is taking too long.
But it won't be revealed for a little time. So yeah, if you wanted to try and take him down, have fun with that very, very long, tedious process. But I'm not staying for that long. Essentially, what you're waiting for is for this to happen.
Run, Zael, run. Lead
And when
into
it
the
does
bush.
happen, basically, just run. Might be a good idea to have a look back every once in a while, but you don't really need to. But get it onto the bridge, and you're good to go, essentially.
You're going down.
And so that's it, that's chapter 1, done and dusted. Oh yeah.